Hey everyone, Morel. I'm here with KB Digital. Thank you for joining us today. Today's video will be focusing on graphic design. I'm going to be showing you how to create this image that you're seeing on your screen right now. I was playing around thinking of some way to commemorate and honor Black History Month, and I came up with this image. I didn't record it as I was going along just because I was messing around on the computer, but then I figured why not re-record it for you guys so you guys can see it. I think this tutorial is going to be pretty easy, so it might be for the beginners. You know, if you're just learning Photoshop, it's going to be easy to follow along, and I'll also show you how to create your own brush. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and create a new document. This one's going to be 1200 pixels by 800. Since it's only for web, resolution can stay at 72 pixels per inch, and click OK. Get a blank canvas. First thing I always do is go ahead and create a new solid color pattern layer, gonna make it black. Alright, so let's create our brush, because if you take a look at this screen, this is not a font. I literally hand wrote that. Now if you only have a mouse, it's gonna be hard. I do have my Wacom tablet, and you know, it makes it so much easier. The only reason why I bought it is for the handwriting, you know, so it really looks like I handwrote, which I technically did. So if you have a tablet, a graphic tablet, that's going to be 10 times easier. Otherwise, you can try it out with your mouse. Good luck. So we're going to go ahead and open up our brush window. Actually, let's go to our blank canvas, starting from scratch. I have white selected as my foreground color. I'm going to make a new empty layer. There we go. So this is the one that we can write on. We hit the B for brush. Now you can see what's going on. So to create this, I call it a brush that looks like calligraphy, you know, where it's wide but thin. We're gonna come over here, and this is gonna be the main part right here. We're just gonna squish it down. As far as hardness, we're gonna take it all the way up to 100. Spacing all the way down. So let's give it a try. There we go, something like that so far, and that's just with my mouse. Here, I'll use the pen just so you guys can see. Looks like that. Now the reason why it's transparent is because of our flow, so make sure your flow is set to 100% as well as your opacity. Now when you go to write, it's gonna look like that. So as you can see, we're already halfway there. I'm gonna undo all the other ones, and now I'm just gonna come over here and tilt the brush about 45 degrees. So now if I go to write something, it's gonna look like this. So we pretty much already have the brush set. So all we have to do now is lower the size, maybe it's something like that. I hit the brush panel, and we can just come over here now and just write. Not what we thought, a little too small. So actually, I'll just delete that whole layer, make it easier on all of us. Increase the brush size a little bit. And this is why I didn't record it the first time. A lot does have to do with just playing around and trying different things. Let's try again. Now I forgot to do something. I can tell by the brush. Trying to see what it is that I forgot to do. Oops, there we go. Turn off size jitter to off. And that should create much smoother. There we go. I knew I forgot something. Alright, Control Z to undo. Oops. Let's give it another try. Much better, but we do have to lower the size. Alright, maybe something like that. Give it another try. Running out. So let's do this. I have a better idea. Last time I did it was perfect the first time, of course. We'll just make it on separate layers. Ooh, that's way off. See? It's harder to make a tutorial than I thought. There we go. Now we have that on 2 separate layers. And we need one more. And this one's just gonna say month. Alright. Make all 3 of them active again. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna space them out how I want. Something like that, maybe. Select all 3 of them. A little smaller. There we go. And now I'm just going to right click over here and convert it into a smart object. So if you ever want to edit it, you can just go back in there. Alright, so let's apply some layer styles to it. Double click and we're going to create a gradient. Come over here, play with the gradient. Red and green, and we're going to throw a yellow in the middle. Something like that. I like it. So what we're going to do is just duplicate this layer right underneath. Right click on it, rasterize layer style. And then go to filter and blur and Gaussian blur. And this is going to give that glow, which still keeps the original colors instead of just creating a layer glow. Again, this is going to depend on your picture. I'll do 5 pixels for now. And you can see the before and after. And one more thing I did with the other one is apply a texture to the letters. So come over here, go to pattern overlay, and this is just a basic texture in Photoshop. And then go back to your gradient overlay, and we have to set the blend mode to a different blend mode, and I believe it's gonna be hard light. Yep, hard light seems to work the best, at least, you know, in my opinion. This is what I like. And you can go back down to pattern overlay. You can lower the opacity if you want, or the scale. All personal preference. I'll do 90 here. So we're already getting close to our initial image here. I do like this font much better, or the way I wrote it. So we still have some flares to do. One easy trick, what I did is put my logo as the pattern, and that's on the solid black color layer. Just come over here to pattern overlay. I already have my logo as saved as a pattern, so I can just scale it down, do 5% maybe, and come up here and lower the opacity to maybe, let's do 10%. There you go, you can barely see it in the background. And another thing I did was create another new layer on the bottom, zoom out, grab a normal brush, just a very soft brush, hardness set to 0%, scale it up a little bit like that, and come over here and sample those same colors, the green, and make it like a little soft glow in the bottom. Something's not, oh, duh, I put it under the black solid layer, that's why it wasn't showing up. So let's redo that. There we go. And just gently click outside, take the red, I'm doing opposite corners, and then the yellow, just something like that. And then take this layer, the blurry layer that we have, let me scale this back up, take that layer, create another copy underneath. I'm holding Alt and just pulling down. So now you have 2 copies. As you can see, it's gonna double up on the blur. But what we're gonna do to this one is go to filter, blur, and then motion blur. And just do it sideways, 0 degrees, and increase it all the way up, something like that. That's gonna create the directional colors before and after, as you can see there. Alright, and I'm trying to see if I'm missing anything else. I think that's really pretty much it. I mean, you know, like I said, very simple. Just created my own font, my own brush really. You can use preset scripted fonts if you have, or you can try it out with your mouse, doesn't really matter. Simple tutorial, something to do. I liked it, I thought it was very simple. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and leave a comment. Let us know what you think or what else you want to see. So thank you guys for watching this, and we'll see you guys next time.